back, everybody, to the XoneBros. This is your positive gaming and Xbox community. It's good to be back, and finally, we got some information on Halo Season 3. It's a big one because it kind of sets the tone going forward. Not kind of, it does set the tone. This has been, what, a 6-month wait of Season 2. March 7th, it comes out. It is known as, what is it? In Echoes of Whispers or something? Echoes Within.
Echoes of Whispers.
Echoes Within.
Echoes Within.
Echoes Within.
Yeah.
Season 3, Echoes Within, is coming for Halo Infinite. Should we pull it up, actually?
Yeah.
Overall, if you've checked out the trailer, so let's go over what's actually coming first, and then we'll give our thoughts on it. We're getting 3 new maps. Big Team Battle Map Oasis, which is basically a red desert. We're getting Cliffhanger and Chasm, which are arena maps.
Chasm, whatever. Tomato.
Yeah. I would have understood.
Hey, no, but hey, before we move on, I'm actually really excited for that Cliffhanger map.
Cliffhanger is a mountain.
Map.
It's in the mountains.
Oh, I pulled up the wrong video. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's Forza.
We weren't going to talk about Forza.
Reason being is I've actually thought for the most part they've done a good job with their arena maps, but I'm excited for an outdoor arena map.
Yeah,
I like the outdoor arena maps. I mean, yeah, I know we have outdoor arena maps now, but I really enjoy the outdoor arena map, so I'm excited for this one.
Yeah,
and
so
Oasis, that's the first Big Team Battle map we've gotten since Season 1.
Yeah,
because we didn't get one for Season 2.
Yeah, so Oasis is
it's
like a desert, and then there's an oasis in the middle of it. So
That's actually what an oasis is.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
There it is, right there. See, there's the oasis in the middle.
Crazy.
We are getting 2 new items. You can see right here. There's the shroud screen.
Yeah, I'm going to pause it. I'm going to go back and pause that because that looks super fun.
Yeah, the shroud screen is basically a grenade that you drop that pops a bubble that makes it so that you can't see through it.
It's Halo's version of a smoke grenade.
I would say it's better because smoke grenades usually take time.
Yeah,
smoke grenades are dumb in every game.
No.
They're like if you can have a frag or a smoke, you're going to take a frag every time.
Yeah, this looks like something that Doctor Strange would create in the middle of a battle.
Yeah.
It's true, yeah, and it's actually useful because it's instant coverage, like instant. No one knows behind what's that wall.
And then you can come out like they do here in your Warthog and smash people.
It's a cool piece. So that's the new equipment.
Yeah, the new equipment. The other one is the Bandit, which is basically a DMR without a scope.
Yeah, why not just call it the DMR? Like, why not
no
just
scope,
bring the DMR
no
back?
scope DMR.
You know?
Well, it gives them an opportunity in 5 years when the next update hits to actually have the DMR release.
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
So single shot, high powered rifle. But my personal highlight is community maps that are coming. Mm-hmm. And the big one that they showed off that really popped was Art's Room. So shout out, I believe it was created by Art's Noob. So shout out Art Noob. It's basically Toy Story.
Yeah, they showed up. They basically
it's Halo Toy Story.
They showed off in the trailer. They showed off basically Forge maps, like what Forge can do. Yep. In addition to this update, I believe you're getting a bunch of new Forge stuff as well.
Yeah, and the reason is because this season now XP, you will be able to gain XP by playing the community playlist. So that's what they highlighted.
Which is exciting. Now I hope.
Wait, here it is. Look at it. So right here, I was really confused because this is, and I realized what it was. It's the Xbox fridge.
Yeah,
that
that's
they're inside
exactly
of.
What that
there it is. See?
So funny. No, how cool is this? Like this map.
Yeah,
it's so awesome that I mean that's the power of Forge, right?
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Now, what I hope they do is I hope they have this on a rotation, like whether it's a weekly or a bi-weekly, like rotate the Forge maps, like highlight the community's Forge. I think that would be really cool. They didn't say if they were going to do that or not, but I hope it's not just the same 3 Forge maps all season long.
Yeah.
As cool as those look, I really hope they change them out, right?
Yeah. Now, what they didn't show off and what we don't know yet is Battle Pass stuff.
Well, they showed it off at the beginning a little bit, a few of the armors and paints and stuff.
Right, like after.
Like that one?
Yeah, they look good. I mean, I hope they're earnable and not payable, but I would probably still buy them.
There does look like there is a story
I'm
that
pause
looks
on
cool.
this one. Like that,
Yeah.
that's some
That's
that's
cool.
some pretty cool.
Not a fan of the helmet, but I like the armor.
Wait, you don't like the helmet?
Nah, I don't like
You
the
don't like
helmet.
horns? You have a thing
Well, it's
against
not.
horns?
It's more buggy. I like the armor, not a fan of the helmet.
See, I like the armor. I don't like the shoulder pads.
I like the shoulder
I mean,
pads.
I like the whole thing.
What's that, like cans of WD-40 that we've popped on there?
Hey, you know what? If it gets the job done,
they show
how much lubricant do you think that armor needs?
Quite a bit. Quite a bit. But they're calling it the biggest multiplayer update ever. I mean,
Which
in season 3,
bar's pretty low.
Yeah, the bar's pretty low. So just off the trailer, I do think that they nailed that. I do think that that's probably accurate, what we've seen so far.
I like it. Chat says it's the lubricant DLC.
Another thing we didn't mention, it's called Slayer Escalation, but it's gun game.
That's
which
right.
is coming. Now, what really this is what frustrates me is why am I waiting for season 3 for gun game? Why can't game modes be thrown in?
Jordan,
you know what I mean? Like I
Jordan,
don't want to get into
Jordan,
it.
don't
I don't want to get
look
into
to
it.
the past.
I'm
Just
glad
look
it's
forward.
here. Okay,
Just
yeah.
look forward.
I'm glad it's here. That skin and armor I do like. The one that we're showing right now.
Only if he can use that sword.
I think
Yeah, that
the
would-
goggles look like Froppy from My Hero Academia, so it looks like a bug. So I don't like it.
I think
I like it.
This looks more like a bug than the other one.
No, the other one does.
So go back. Let's compare.
I
actually
do
really
like.
like
I do
the
like
skin,
that.
too.
I do like that color scheme though.
The color
black
scheme
and red
is
and
cool.
blue.
I'll find it. I really like. We're looking at the third armor. If you guys listening want to follow along, we're now looking at the first armor. I think the other one looks more like a bug than this one does, and I like this one too. I actually like all the armors they showed.
This one looks like Artemides, the Greek god that has isn't it the Greek god with the wings on his helmet?
Just art.
Or-
I guess
yeah.
I've never seen Artemides, so I don't know.
I thought that was Hermes,
Oh, maybe it's Hermes. Maybe it's Hermes.
Oh, I got
and I think he
Hermes
had
helmet.
I think he had wings on his shoes.
So the first one was lubricant,
Hermes.
and then this
Helmet.
one's. I'm going to call this one knifey.
Oh, yeah. See, Hermes helmet.
I like the knife on his
yeah,
chest
yeah,
too.
yeah.
I think this is that's a.
Is that a knife or is it like a samurai sword?
I think
It's
at that
pretty
point,
big.
it's a sword.
Yeah, over 4
That's
inches.
gotta be a sword. It's like what, like a 9.5, 10 inch
Yeah, it's
samurai
pretty
blade.
big. It's pretty big.
Well, don't they have? I don't know what they're called, but they're like samurai blades. But
Do
they
you
used
know
to
what would
block.
be awesome?
Oh, I don't know.
Is if his assassination, he pulls that sword out.
It
and
would be
uses
so
See, that
cool
would
if
be
that's
cool.
usable. Yeah.
That would be cool.
Do you think the game could interact that way?
To be honest, I don't know what this game can do. I've been told so many different things. I don't know.
that
But
would be awesome if they could somehow. I mean, they would have to animate specifically for this skin.
yeah,
But how cool would that be if you pull that out and slam it right in the back
like
of
as
the
your
neck?
as your super or not super. What? Been playing Destiny as your
assassination.
assassination.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. So
I thought I only remembered 3 that I saw. Yeah, and then we're gonna go back into the maps. But no, I was actually really impressed.
no,
with
this was a good trailer. Now, what's interesting is so I was playing Halo this week, and I played I think it was about 4 rounds before I kind of just got tapped out. And now it was fun. I had fun every round, but the game wasn't like holding me. You know what I mean? It wasn't reeling
Wasn't
me in,
caressing
right?
you?
Yeah, well, it wasn't really. You know what I mean? Like there wasn't that addiction to keep playing, right? Now, given I have put a lot of hours into Halo Infinite, so maybe I'm just at that point where I'm waiting for new content. But I'm hoping that this update with the new stuff that they're bringing in will give me that feeling of wanting to stay again. You know what I mean? To want to keep playing, to keep grinding and stuff like that. We'll see how it goes. And the most important part is we'll see how long this lasts. If this is another 6-month season, ouch.
I don't
Yeah.
think it'll. I don't think there will be a 6-month season. I think they don't have a choice. They have to make it a normal normal length season here.
No, but what if they can't? That's
Yeah.
That's I'm sure that if everything was perfect, they could be pumping stuff out every 2 months if they wanted. But I don't think that they have that kind of labor power. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'm not there. So, but there's something that's making it so they're not producing content fast enough. That's
Yeah.
what I'm getting. So,
Well, but I think that's what took the 6 months, so they could probably backlog, so that they don't ever have to do that again.
that's actually what Overwatch did. They had Overwatch 1, and then they did not do anything for 3 years, and then called it Overwatch 2 and gave us a character that we couldn't play for a month. And now we're getting... So I guess... I mean,
But
that
they're-
whole time out was the backlog they were
Yeah, I mean, but the Overwatch seasonal drops have been really good so far. We got a new character in season 1. Well, technically, we got 3 new characters in season 1.
Oh, with Overwatch?
Yeah, with Overwatch 2.
Yeah, but
because
we had
season
to
1
go
was the
through
new
3
characters.
years of not
So we got
having
3 new
anything.
characters in season 1. We got a new character, a new map in season 2.
Yeah.
And then we got just a new map, but we're getting a lot of quality of life stuff in season 3, which is really nice. And the thing is the reason it feels like it's consistent is because are they 3-month seasons?
Overwatch? No, they're 2.
2 months. See, that's why I felt like that is a little much. Like I could go for 3. I could do 3 months in
60
Overwatch.
days. 60
Yeah,
days.
3-month seasons I think are the sweet spot.
It's super stressful having it that quick.
Yeah, because you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I did the first season. I did every single daily and weekly that I possibly could. They have some on there that I just can't do. Like they have like 7 wins in arcade mode, which I'm not going to waste 7 games of arcade mode. Plus, you have to win them, so it's at least 14 games because you have the 50% win rate thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to waste what is that, like 5 hours a week playing a mode that I hate.
Yeah.
So those ones I were excluded, but with that. And I bought the battle pass, which made me get 20% XP bonus. And I played with you guys quite a bit, so you get the group bonus. I only made it to level 155 out of 300, I think it was season 1.
Yeah.
So I only made it halfway with Overwatch only having 60 days. So 60 days is
tight.
Really tight. That's
90's the sweet spot then.
I think 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow the seasons of the year.
I like that. So right now we did drop a poll. Are you excited for Halo Season 3? Let us know, yes or no. If you're in chat right now, and Jordan, after watching this trailer, have they redeemed themselves? I mean, obviously we have to wait until...
Well, no, yeah, we got to wait and see. I mean, look, Halo itself is a fun game. There's just... We've talked about it before. Like, the gameplay is fun. I like, we like the art style. The campaign is going in a direction that we like. It's just right now, it's just they're not giving us much to play with. Now they have been doing better. Like we got Forge last season. This season looks like it's going to give us a good couple drops here. I think my issue is how long will it last? Right? We'll see if this goes another 6 months or not, and we'll go from there. I really like that they're adding the new game mode that they're probably not going to let you play with your friends, which is kind of frustrating.
Are you talking about like that cutscene at the beginning?
No, I'm talking about Escalation, which is basically gun game. That is a cool new mode that I think should have been there sooner, but we're getting it now, so I'm happy. Well, cool new mode that they're probably not going to let you play with your friends, which is kind of a...
I get why they don't, but I don't think it's
I do
worth
too,
it.
and I completely agree. And you know what? I'm going to give a little bit of a hot take here.
Give me a hot take, baby.
All right?
Hot take time.
Balance in video games and fun in video games.
Yes.
Right? I think games should be balanced, right?
You're saying right a lot.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. I think games should be balanced.
Right?
Okay.
Games should be balanced as much as they can be. When that balance starts to impede fun, I think that's when you should let fun take over. For example, this game mode, they will probably not let you play with your friends online. You can probably go into for balance reasons. I think that is a hindrance. Fun. It would be much more fun to group up with 2 or 3 of your friends and go in and just play. And you're going to say, well, Jordan, but then you can exploit it and cheat. First of all, there's like 1% of people that are going to do that.
Yeah.
Right? Let's be honest. Because when you're jumping into a Halo match, you're there to beat up on your friends. That's the fun of Halo. You know what I mean?
But I mean, why would you? In that specific mode, I don't know why you would be trying to boost XP. That's basically what we're talking about.
In addition to that, let's say you go in with a full squad, which is 4. At the minimum, there's 8 players on that map, I would assume. So there's still 4 other random players that you have to account for. So it's not an efficient way to boost XP or to cheat or whatever.
You're assuming that.
No, I'm assuming because
he's been burned. He's a jilted lover.
The other game modes that it would have been like, oh, this would have been fun if we could play with our friends, like the kind of like the light BR mode that they had. You remember that when they introduced one of their other maps? I forget what mode it was called, but they didn't let you play with your friends. That game would have been much more fun with your friends. And then same thing applies, like, but for balance, I think at a certain point there's a fork in the road and you either gotta choose balance or fun. I think in Halo's situation, you need to choose fun. Now, there's a time and a place for balance, and that's your ranked mode. In a social playlist, we're here to have fun.
Yeah, I agree.
In ranked mode, you're there to sweat, right? That's what it's for.
You're leaning forward.
Yeah.
You're drinking your Mountain Dew and you're going for it.
David's right. This is just an assumption.
It's just an assumption.
But, we'll see how it goes on March 7th.
It looks good, though. I will say, after all the, the I guess, not hate, but the drama that Halo has had, this is a very, very good trailer. This excites me, once again, to play Halo. I actually uninstalled this game, so because it's huge.
I just moved it to I finally hooked up an external hard drive, so I don't have to freaking re-download games all the time.
Yeah, that
I
was
just
probably
moved
the
it
smart
over
thing.
to my external hard drive. It's time to move it back.
Yeah,
moving it
that's what's gonna happen because it looks awesome. I love that they did multiple maps, weapons, armors. There's a lot involved here. I was actually pretty surprised with how many maps they were throwing at us. So 3 maps, right? I think.
Yeah, 3 maps
2
plus the community maps.
Plus the community maps. Yeah.
Plus new weapon,
Well,
new
and the community
equipment,
maps, there's just a playlist, really. But
which I hope they rotate. I think that would be fun every other week.
so
or even,
overall, I would agree. I'm excited for this as well. I thought it was a very well done trailer.
Yeah.
Got me excited, which was surprising because sometimes they can be dull, and this one wasn't. So we did ask a poll. Are you excited for Halo Season 3? 67% said yes. 33% said no. We do have some comments. Chosen Gringo says there's just too many games for me to play right now. That's why he's not interested. David Brownfield says, just when I think they couldn't be any dumber, you go and totally redeem yourself.
You release a trailer like this and
totally redeem yourself.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's exactly
So-
how I kind of feel. Like it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, Nico Fernandez in chat says community maps make this a win for me. I'll be jumping back in Chef's Kiss.
Yeah, I mean, look at I'm gonna call it it's Art's room, but I keep thinking Andy's room because that's like the vibe I get.
It's
You know,
true.
Toy
It
Story,
is
yeah,
kinda
it's Art's
Andy's
room. But that's just fun, right? I don't think anybody cares if that map is balanced or not. It's just fun.
No, it's a
Well,
community
we-
map, so yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
it looks fun
Well,
and
we-
exciting.
We talked about it before. I think Forge is where they should lean for the future of their multiplayer.
Yeah.
I don't know if lean is the right word. You know.
Well, they should lean into it.
I think
I'll
they
say
should.
that.
I think they should.
Maybe not lean on it, but lean in.
I
Well,
think
if you
Don't lean on, lean in.
if you can't produce content, I guess rely on the community too.
I mean, look. Half of what we're like, what piqued us the most out of all this, for me, the most exciting part that was like, whoa, was the community map.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think you're right. I think they should definitely support and give the Forge community the tools they need to
that's
create
the
this
word.
stuff.
Support it. That's the word.
But I will say there is something about like a developer made map that's good too. You know, so I don't want them to go like.
Well, here's the thing though, didn't Halo announce that they want to support their developer or the like third party developers and help them make money? Did they say that? Did they say that? Am I crazy? I'm pretty sure. That's why I think these playlists, if you go fast forward to the community playlists.
doesn't sound like a Microsoft thing to do.
That sounds very
No.
Doesn't sound like that's right.
No, go
Yeah,
go for it. Watch
some
this.
reason
So
that doesn't
as they
sound
play
right.
through these, we'll go through these by Art Noob. Okay, so that sounds like a dude. Look at
Well,
how
yeah,
look at the
obviously.
quality though. And then okay, now watch as we play through these by Own Jones, by Simon and Who's Blaze, by Black Picture and Infinite Forges. See,
Yeah.
that's like a company that someone's making. I think they're supporting creators to create stuff for Forge. Why not? Why it's just what's the word? It's just when
Good
you pay
business,
out,
business?
Jack. No, when you pay out for something,
Just
I
good
don't know.
business, Jack.
Well, here's the thing. What if they were to have used their $100 million to support the Forge mode and community to like imagine what $100 million could do for creators to make on that.
Yeah, let me type this.
It's gonna be a
type
crappy
this in.
sci-fi show.
People
Mediocre, not crappy.
People
mediocre
are going
sci-fi
to
show.
get mad at you for saying that.
People will.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, if you think that show's great, you should go outside and look at the sun and just enjoy life a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't know where I thought I saw that somewhere, but I could be crazy. It could be somewhere else that I saw that. So never mind.
Yeah, it didn't sound like a Microsoft thing to do. You know,
Maybe.
it seems very anti-Microsoft.
That's true. That's true. You can't argue with that. Let's go to Forza Horizon 5 now because
Yeah,
we
more
got some
updates.
DLC there. Now, there's some criticism on this DLC that I actually disagree with. And the criticism towards this DLC is that it's not a partnership. So, Forza Horizon 4, we had Lego partnership, we had Hot Wheels partnership.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, I thought the Lego expansion sucked balls. Like, it was cool when you ran into stuff and you heard little Legos go, but other than that, it sucked. It definitely wasn't Hot Wheels. That's
I
for
think
sure.
I don't know if sucked balls was the right way to put it, but I think it was geared towards not us as much as like kids? Because I know that my nephew really, really, really liked driving around in Lego cars.
Well, I know. Barbara Blake.
Yeah.
He told me he's a huge Lego fan.
Yeah.
I mean, he builds the 16th chapel of Legos.
Sure.
He wasn't impressed by it.
Yeah, because
You know what I mean?
because
Like,
when
and
push
that's,
came to
you know,
shove, it wasn't that like Hot Wheels was this immersive
It
Hot
felt
Wheel
like a
experience.
Hot Wheel thing, yeah.
Legos was just the skin over the game. You could break the Legos, what to do, but your car didn't feel any different as a Lego car necessarily. Whereas you got Hot Wheel
Because
cars.
they weren't dealing with fun; they were dealing with balance.
yeah, and that's that fork in the road. You have to decide.
And so the knock here is well, it's just more of like maps for rally cars because that's what this expansion is. It's a rally expansion, and I'm like, I don't understand that criticism personally because I love rally racing in the Horizon games. I think they're the best courses.
Yeah.
I think Mexico has been one of the best terrains that they've done it in.
100%.
And so just give me more of that. And that's exactly what it looks like they're doing here with this
With the
expansion.
rally, yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, David. I don't need a sponsorship for a DLC. I think this is just fine.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. I like rally racing too. It's one of the reasons I like the Dirt series, right? Because it's all rally racing. And I think you're right. Rally racing in Forza is one of the funnest game modes.
I would agree.
And
The courses for rally are always superb.
yeah, they are. 100% they are. So I'm excited for this.
Yeah, me too.
We're getting new cars, right? A new build
Yeah,
kind of
I'm
mode, which
interested-
would seemed
Well, because they've always had tuning. We were talking about this before the show. They always had tuning, but they said they actually specifically said build a monster when they were talking about the cars, and then they showed like roll cages and lights on the car and stuff like that. So, which is funny because in tuning you actually kind of put that stuff on there too. I wonder if there's actually going to be an additional
more
mechanic,
customization.
of like building a different aesthetic that the car has. More so than actually tuning the car, you know what I mean. So I think, I mean that's cool. I like that. Although I do disagree with some of the banning things that they do for
your name.
for the vehicles. But
So there's palm trees, there's craters in this. I mean, mountain ranges. It looks like
how
that
you
we're going to
used
be on.
palm trees as a feature.
Well, I mean, like there's different diversity of terrain is what I'm trying to say.
okay.
diversity
Like
of terrain.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
just funny. That was just you can build.
there's the palm trees.
palm trees.
Yeah, look at those palm tree forests. How awesome is that?
This should have been one of the like highlights. Palm trees in the map.
This comes out March 29th. You've got Halo 3.
Beginning of the month.
March 7th. Whew, March. What a
Yeah,
month
good
already.
DLC month for Xbox.
Amen. Now, before I want to end with the highlights, but before we get to that, let's talk about Nintendo and Xbox signing a 10-year partnership deal to bring Call of Duty to the Nintendo Switch. The president of Microsoft actually came out, and it was a little confusing at first because he says we signed a 10-year deal to bring Xbox games to Nintendo, and it ended up in the statement, Call of Duty is coming to Nintendo. It's yet to be seen whether more games will come from that, but here's the thing. I think what he's doing is whipping it out there, basically, and saying,
Excuse me while I whip this out.
And he's basically saying to everybody, Call of Duty is an Xbox game, everybody. And it's like, yes, it is. Whether you want to admit it or not, it's coming. It's
Well,
happening.
for them-
Everybody's in denial and thinking the government's going to save
Well,
them. It's not going to happen, guys.
For them to sign an agreement and for Nintendo to also sign the agreement, that makes me think like they know that this deal's going through. Like they have something that the FTC, you know what I mean? Like
on stage, and I don't remember where he was at. I apologize. If someone chat can remind me where he's at. Was it an investors conference? I don't know. But the president of Microsoft's on stage, and he has the offer of the deal to Sony, and basically said, yeah, they didn't want to even talk to us, and like had it there. Here's the offer right here, guys. I was like, whoa. There are bridges that have been burned that are going to come back to bite PlayStation. That, if you remember, PlayStation only exists because Nintendo did that to PlayStation. Nintendo burned PlayStation, so PlayStation says, okay, we're jumping into the game.
Sony, yeah. They said,
Sony,
fine.
yeah, we're jumping into the game. I think we're seeing history repeat itself a little bit. I think Xbox is saying, okay, we'll you have Call of Duty for now, but it might not always be the case.
Yeah. I this may be weird, but I really enjoy it when big corporations fight each other. Yeah, it's kind of like
feels fun.
It's the corporation version of slap fighting. You know, like it's kind of it's fun to watch
because they have to be so cautious because like Apple and Samsung, they're always in litigation. They're always suing each other. But their devices always, they
use each other's RAM.
They use Samsung's RAM, I believe, and like all this other, they like over in that side of the building, they're all having fun going golfing, and then this side of the building, they're suing each other over everything. It's actually, it's super funny that, it's kind of the drama that you get.
Yeah, I know.
See.
It's that's my new reality TV, big corporation drama
going after
each other. So.
Going after each other.
When does all this FTC stuff close? Can we just get it over with?
Word is May.
Okay, yeah.
Can we? Be finalized.
What else are they doing? You know what I mean? Like, how long does it take to put together an argument and just go for it? Again, I'm not a lawyer.
It's on the same Halo Infinite cycle every 6 months.
So having said that, Phil Spencer did come out and talk about bringing he's excited to bring a first party game to Sony.
I saw that.
Yeah. So, having said that, maybe bridges aren't really burned. We're being a little hyperbolic here.
Well, I think Sony's doing what's in their best interest, which right now is putting up a big fuss about the thing. Because let's be honest, they're doing what is Microsoft would do the same thing, right?
Yeah,
they're doing what's in their best interest. So, I mean, I don't blame Sony for doing what they're doing, but you know.
Actually, speaking of Sony, they had their state of play yesterday.
I've not watched it, but you guys watched it.
Yeah. So
can I ask you though?
Yeah.
Because all I've seen is that it sucked.
Well, it's not the best. I like the format of just showing me cool stuff about games. Like that, I think is a lot better than it was 5 years ago. Which this was. It was showing me a lot of stuff.
Another hot take?
Oh, I'll take it.
Yeah, I think gamers are just angry. You know
That's very true.
It is
was it the best state of play I've ever seen in my life? No, but I enjoyed it. There's actually a couple VR games that I'm like, wow, that actually I'm interested in VR. The new PSVR 2.
That's funny you bring that up because that's like my turnoff.
Yeah,
like,
so I can skip this. It wasn't bad. Like I think it's not the greatest one I've ever seen, but it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it.
Well, I mean, it was like 6 VR.
The ending was really good.
Yeah,
which we'll talk about.
We'll talk about Suicide Squad, which I actually thought looked pretty freaking fun. I mean, we could talk about how fun that game looks, but no, it's really. I mean, 6. I think they showcased like 6 VR games, and then they did the Destiny trailer, which the Destiny trailer. That was hot. That was.
They got style, man.
Oh my gosh! And Jordan, you were telling me this is like how it's gonna.
Yeah, so I've been jumping into Destiny because I've been getting it because it's fun, right? It scratches the MMO itch. There's dungeons, there's raids. I need other people to play with, so if you guys would play the game, I'd appreciate that.
I'm gonna be downloading.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Like,
are we gonna pull up this trailer?
Holy!
I would say don't worry about the story.
No,
and all the nuances. No. Don't worry about all the story and the nuances. No. What I'm saying is don't feel like you're behind.
That's exactly how I feel, though. That's exactly how I feel.
I'm telling you not to feel. I'm telling you not to.
Don't tell me how to feel.
Okay. Let me tell you what this.
Don't feel behind. Just jump in its essence. The story is the. It's good. It adds flavor.
Okay,
it's a looter shooter. You know what I mean? You're there to do raids with me.
Okay. Here's what this trailer did for me. I think that this trailer is one of the best. Is going to be up there in top 5, top 10 game trailers of all time. This trailer was
really good. Really well done.
This trailer's fantastic.
Yeah.
It made me download. I downloaded the game. Want to know why I moved Halo over to an external hard drive? Because this game also is 104 gigabytes to download. So I downloaded it. I'm ready to jump in and play it.
Okay, awesome.
Okay. 1, don't tell me how to feel.
Okay.
2,
don't interrupt him.
2.
Okay.
Here's how I feel. I want to know do I catch up here? I want to catch up both on the storyline and I want to understand, all the different raids or all the new features. I feel very behind. I feel very lost. I haven't played this game in 3+ years since the first Destiny 2 came out. OG did the whole mission, did the whole campaign, did the first raid. That's the last time I jumped in. This is making me jump back into it. This trailer.
Yeah. So see,
How do I jump? Do I just jump back in and the story will be relayed to me, or do I need to go and seek out the story?
From what I understand, they called it sunsetting. They stopped sunsetting things. Smart. I think there are a few things that are still not in the game, but they were pretty terrible anyway, so no one really cares if they're gone. I think Trials of Osiris. Anyway, which has some story stuff. But what you can do is you can purchase all the old stuff. Right now, actually, the previous expansion, which is called the Witch Queen, which is actually very well done and does lead into this a little bit, is free until this, I think it's either Sunday or until this launches. So if you want to just power through that story over the weekend, you can.
I don't have enough
and I'll
time.
do it with you because we can play it on Legendary.
I don't have time to power through it.
So
I'm secretly attracted to that girl.
the Awoken Queen.
The Awoken Queen.
So, but anyway,
I like my queens
what
to
I'm
be
saying,
awoke.
and this is just my opinion, what I'm saying is the reason I tell you not to worry about that is because, in my opinion, the new player experience and the returning player experience is terrible.
Oh shit!
Like it is, you jump in and you're like, "What in the
That's
F
what-
is?"
yeah, that's
like,
what I'm
they're
worried about.
It is incredibly
I'm worried that
overwhelming.
it's this hockey stick learning curve that it's
So-
going to take forever to get back in. And once I'm back in, I'm good. But I don't have time to relearn everything. I just want to jump back in and take a bite.
That being said, in its essence, the game is point, shoot, loot, right? Core of the game. So I mean, it's very easy to get back into. Now, what I would do
Okay.
is just jump in and just focus on this campaign right here. You know what I mean? All you need to know is that this, I believe, this is like the end of the original saga. You know, light and dark is kind of how I put it. But this is all you need to know is this guy, the Witness. He's been coming for a while, and he's the Traveler's big enemy that the Traveler's been, from what I understand, running from.
Yeah.
So this is the big guy. And that's why it's all like our end is near in the trailer or whatever. Our
We
end
even see a
begins.
scene where the Traveler fights.
Oh yeah, which was pretty awesome because he's been doing nothing for quite a while.
He's just been hanging out.
he got pissed at Gaul for a minute, and then after that, he was done. Also, I think someone went and saw the new Buzz Lightyear movie, and they're like, "I like that logo." Because that's what it feels like.
That is the that is exactly what it feels like.
Anyway, because that's what I think. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But that's what I would do. Just go in and just focus on this campaign. Now we have a lot of people that are really into Destiny, and I'm not like a Destiny lore guy.
Exclusive.
I've been trying to catch up on the lore because I am, the story is very good. So other people that are more versed in Destiny may have other opinions about that.
Yeah.
But I think if you just go in on Tuesday, just focus on this campaign, things will come. You'll get back into it because they're gonna introduce new systems. They'll probably reteach you.
I want to know the story up to this point.
Well, yeah, and you can always
catch
go
up.
back and play the stories. Like you can go back and play Witch Queen and
So if I jump in, is it like World of Warcraft where I'm automatically at a certain light level, like I'm upgraded?
How there's basically a light floor.
Because I'll pay for that.
Blizzard lets you do that now.
There is, I believe, at least how it works right now. I don't know what exactly the changes will be, but there's a light level floor that every base character will be at the new expansion, and you still have to work your way through your campaign and level up and stuff like that.
Everybody in chat, let us know if you're gonna jump into Destiny here. If this trailer did it for you, because it did it for me. Hit that like button if
And
if
let
it
us
did it
know
for
on
you.
Discord because I really want. I think Destiny raids are really cool and fun. I would like to do more of them. They have these things called Grandmaster Nightfalls now that are different from the last time you guys played. So there's the Nightfall, then there's the Grandmaster Nightfall, which is for like men, This is like the man playlist, So, but
Watching this, I said this,
Kratos would play that mode.
Yeah.
Is that what
I
you're
said
saying?
this before the show. Watching this, Bungie has its mojo.
oh yeah, dude, they
And I know there's players that like are not happy with balance and stuff. I mean, Bungie has some hardcore players for sure. But as far as this trailer is concerned, I watched this and I just thought to myself, God, I wish they were doing Halo.
Yeah, we were talking about this before the show. I don't think Bungie would ever go do Halo. I think they left, and I think they
left because they wanted to do
If
something different.
Microsoft
Yeah.
purchased them
again.
and said, "Hey, we're putting you on Halo," I actually don't know that they would. Hey, what if they purchased them and then we're like, "Hey, let's merge Halo and Destiny. Let's just Let's just they're in the same universe. Let's just drop that.
I don't think
let's just drop that.
They're not in the same. Well, I guess one could be like 3,000 years later, but I don't.
Do you know how big the universe is? This could be like
Well,
on the
but
other,
I mean, like-
other side. Humanity hasn't discovered these people yet.
But it's Earth. What is this, Earth 2? Well, I don't
Yeah.
understand what you're saying.
Yeah, multiverse, anything can happen.
Yeah, there was the collapse.
What if Master Chief just showed
What if
up?
Destiny is the prequel
The prequel.
to Halo?
Well, yeah.
That's what we find out.
These are actually the Prometheans.
Yeah, yeah. This is their origin.
I just mean, all I mean is, Halo used to have this feel, like this. Damn, like think about the epic music. Think about the feel of the trailers when you saw them in the storylines and Destiny. They have their mojo.
No, they've definitely gotten this. I mean, Destiny 1 had its issues, and let's be honest, Destiny 2 at the launch especially had its issues, but I think they've found their vibe.
I think
they've been killing it with their last expansion.
I think Destiny 1 changed gaming in a lot of ways, and one of the ways that it changed it is gaming journalism and reviews. I think Destiny 1 killed it. Killed professional reviewers.
I would say, yeah, probably. Well, no, I wouldn't say it killed it. I would say it brought it to light.
It was like because remember the reviews, the critic reviews versus the gamer. Everybody hated on Bungie when it first dropped. Everybody, the scores were terrible.
Well, to be fair,
no.
there was some valid reason.
No.
But
and yet it was the most played game.
Oh, yeah.
The most played game.
Yeah, it was huge. But I think it's because it did something different.
Yeah, but
that's what Bungie does great. Speaking of doing things different, I would say the difference between 343 and Bungie is a trend setter.
Yeah.
343 is a trend follower. And in Halo 4, they followed Call of Duty. I was actually, a lot of things are coming to light. Rumors, by the way, so we don't know if this is real, but it's rumors. But some stories are coming to light that Halo Infinite was going to be more of a hero style like Overwatch. And when my theory is Joe Staten came in and said, no, let's make it traditional Halo. And so they lost years of development because they were planning on doing like an Overwatch style release and gameplay mechanics for Halo. So that's
which is why that does make sense. Which
now,
is why
keep in mind these are just rumors.
Which is
right?
why the battle pass and everything didn't really add up.
So my argument here is 343 tends to copy other game mechanics and leans that way, whereas Bungie sets trends.
Just does its own thing.
The one thing like I'll never forget is Destiny 1 on the Xbox when we did the Vault of Glass raid, the very first raid of Destiny. That gave me the same feeling as when I went into Icecrown and took down the Lich King for the first time. It was just that you had that fit, like it was. I mean,
not Buzz Lightyear. That is Buzz Lightyear.
I know you do. You
cannot
see Buzz Lightyear. You know, in that. Anyway, but that feeling you get when raiding in Destiny, at least that one. I know there's different raids are better than others, or even when we did the Taken King, I had that same feling when we all did the Taken King together because that was cool. That was like going the same feeling I had going into Molten Core and killing Ragnaros for the first time, or Arthas the Lich King, right? It just. And I think the reason that was so popular because on console that wasn't around.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. There wasn't a big
been done with like a first-person shooter.
And how do you raid in a first-person shooter? Right now everybody's doing raids. You have Division, which is doing its own raid. Even Call of Duty's doing its own style
Division
of raids.
Sucks.
You have Call of Duty doing its version of raids, right? I mean, it's just that's actually a really interesting way to put it. Bungie are trendsetters.
Yeah, and 343 are trend followers.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Bungie is the supermodel of video games.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at this. I'm going to pause this. Yeah. Look at this guy right here. We're on the trailer.
Yeah, no, I think he's a new character. I don't know who that guy is.
If you can imagine Hulk Hogan as coming in to fight some of these dudes, like he's got his own spandex and his own he's like, look at that look. In any other game, you would be like, what the hell?
I think this is Thor with a gun.
Thor with a gun. Like, I am really excited to find out. Maybe people know who this guy is. I don't know who he is.
I don't. I just was playing through all the Witch King stuff this last week, and I don't know who that is.
He just hero slams right down to the, boom. Oh, this guy, man.
But it, well, and they just, I love
got style.
Well, that's the
style.
thing. They have whoever their artists are, like their guns, and that's another thing from World of Warcraft. Like, what was the Fatebringer, right? You remember that hand cannon? Was it
Yeah, that's
Fatebringer?
one of my favorite guns.
That was like getting getting corrupted Ashbringer. You know what I mean? Like what they're doing is cool. These named weapons, these armor, they now have
unique abilities.
With unique, yeah. They now have. I mean, this has been in there for a little while, but they now have a transmog system, which I'll admit could use some improvement.
Harry Potter's better.
Yeah, because in Destiny you have to earn stuff. Like they should just make it when you pick up the equipment, you get it.
Yeah.
You not have to use a separate currency to unlock it once you pick it up. You know, it's
I
just
see.
There's room for improvement there. But they got style. It has its own personality. That's what
Yeah.
Destiny has.
It comes out on Tuesday.
I'm very
Great
excited for
mechanics.
this.
Drops on Tuesday, baby.
It's a solid
Well,
shooter.
that's the found, and that's why Destiny 1 was so popular. Yeah, there was no story unless you went to an outside website and read a novel. But
Grimoire
Hey,
cards.
maybe that's what David needs to follow the story.
Go back and read all the Grimoire cards.
Are they going to recap this? No, just go when you're on the toilet. Go read all the Grimoire.
I mean, remember
cards.
that was the biggest criticism of Destiny is the story. And if you remember, Vault of Glass didn't release until a week later, so a lot of reviews were reviewing without the endgame content, which frustrates me when people review MMOs because I feel like you got to go through all this high end endgame content to really give it a good review.
Yeah.
But anyway, going back to what you said, the gameplay is incredible. I mean, they know how to make a shooter.
Okay,
it feels good.
So I'm jumping back in. I just jump in and I will know what to do, or it will be like
Well, point, shoot, loot.
bashing my head against a wall.
No. I mean, there will be systems where you're like, oh,
You have to figure out.
they'll have new systems in the new expansion that they'll explain to you, right? And then there will be other systems like upgrading and fusing and stuff like that that kind of you'll learn naturally. But if it were me, and I'm not a Destiny aficionado, I just enjoy the game and I've been getting really into it lately.
Yeah.
I would just go in, I would play Lightfall. I think you'll understand the basis of the story. Just the witness who's Chimney Head. That's what me and
Chimney
my
face.
that's what me and my son call him.
Chimney
'cause he,
face.
is the big bad guy to the traveler. That's all you got to know, right? I mean, there's a lot of nuances and stuff, and people are probably like, "Oh no, Jordan. Well, what about this, and that?" I mean, just if you're new, just come in and focus on this expansion, and then I think the rest will come. And really, what I want you there for is I need people to do Nightfalls with, and
wanna
I
use
really
me?
and I really need people to raid with.
And you're
So
just
if you
using
guys, I really would appreciate it if you could do that. Also,
me. So you're just using me.
Destiny, hats off to Bungie for their cross-platform, cross-play, cross-save stuff, all the crosses, because I've been playing on the PC, and I'll tell you, Destiny, high fidelity, 140 frames. Ooh.
Oh man, I might play this on the
Yeah,
PC.
and it all crosses, so everything I do on my Xbox goes to the PC. And I go play on my Xbox upstairs, everything I did on the PC, it's great.
Nice.
As you can see, I'm very excited for this.
Watching this trailer, I downloaded the game. It's downloading right now as we speak on my Series X. And as a result, I also installed an external hard drive so that I can just move stuff over. So I was like, I don't want to freaking redownload these
Hey.
huge ass games again.
But anybody playing Destiny, especially Lightfall, post in the Discord because I'd really love to group up and do raids. I'll be honest, I'm probably not going to get the world first raid. So if that's what you're looking for, you might not want to recruit me.
You're really selling yourself.
But I will be a body.
A body. I got to be a bullet sponge.
I can point and shoot. So, but no, I'm very excited for this stuff. So
Yeah, this looked really good. So, so good.
No, yeah. I mean, do you want to talk about like Suicide Squad? Because that was released on the.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
really like Suicide Squad. Spicy,
I'll
why
pull
don't you
it up.
break down the squad of suicides for us?
It was at the State of Play. It was actually, in my opinion, the best thing that had. I mean, well, I guess Destiny was in there too, which was a super good trailer. But so Destiny and Suicide Squad for me is why I liked it. I got to find it real quick. So,
Well,
sorry guys.
what impressed me about Suicide Squad, and Mark, you were explaining the whole thing to me as you were watching it, but so it's full co-op, which I think is the game is built around co-op.
Well, that's the vibe that I got.
Yeah, they were saying that you could play solo and like your other teammates would be bots, but it was designed to be co-op. But what really stands out, and Mark, you pointed this out too, is the fluidity and the smoothness of the gameplay.
Yeah. So I mean, I watched this live, and speaking of how, Jordan, you're saying that gamers they're just upset at everything.
I don't get me wrong. I get mad quite often, so I'm in that group as well.
I'm sitting there like enjoying the crap out of how fun this game looks. Like it looks super fun, and then everybody on the right side is like L. I don't want to play it. It's like, oh my gosh. So I turn chat off because it's super annoying to deal with that stuff. Because I mean, this looks freaking fun. But it's I get the vibe that it's so Arkham Knight was like a single player game with co-op. That's kind of how the vibe ish in a way. This game looks and feels like it's a co-op game that you can do single player. I feel like it's reversed.
Yeah.
Like the whole game is based around your co-op gameplay, and you have 4 heroes, or I guess villains,
anti-heroes.
We're gonna call them villains. It's actually a pretty cool storyline because when you watch the trailer, Brainiac has taken over the Justice League, and you basically have to kill the Justice League. So we got kill the Justice League. So what's that?
I remember we got a teaser of this, but it was like cinematic teaser. Last year at E3?
Yeah, we've got
or in one of them. Yeah.
It's so what I really like about it is everyone is different. You have like Deadshot that he has rockets. He can just basically fly wherever he wants. You have Boomerang, which has a really cool ability where he throws his boomerang and then he teleports to wherever where his boomerang is, and so you can constantly be in the air. And a lot of this game is super fluid in the air combat. Very fast, very fluid, very quick. I told Jordan this earlier. It's not Doom, but it kind of gives me the vibe of super arcadey third-person fluid Doom mechanics. We're watching Harley Quinn just constantly swinging in the air, constantly going from enemy to enemy in super smooth mechanics. What were you going to say?
Well, I was going to say, you know what it feels like? It feels like a more fleshed out Sunset Overdrive type of movement.
Yeah,
that's
really
a good way to put it.
Does.
That's a very, very good way to put it.
I wouldn't say exactly Sunset Overdrive, but a more fleshed out Sunset Overdrive type of movement, which I think is cool.
Well,
like it's working.
Well, going back to like the discussion, fun versus balance. This game to me looks like they cranked the fun scale super hard. Obviously, I haven't played it. I don't know what the balance is, but they cranked it. I'm gonna go back to the gameplay again because I like watching the gameplay here. But it looks so much fun, and to have the game be based entirely hard-coded co-op is extremely appealing to me. I think this game could be super, super fun to play with your friends.
Yeah, it is super. It is super fluid, like you said.
Well, look how smooth it is. Like,
look how fast the combat is too. Like it's fast, fluid, smooth combat, and all your friends are all around doing the exact same thing. So.
When I get the vibe, it's going to be one of those games where it's easy to play, hard to master. You know what I mean? Easy to pick up, hard to master type thing, which I think is good.
Yeah,
from the gameplay.
It looks like it's going to be easy to master.
With Deadshot, who would you play, man?
It is vertical levels.
Well, you can tell it's like Mark said, it's very in the air.
I like this guy, the rocket dude. What's his name?
I think
Deadshot.
I might
Deadshot,
so
he's sniper.
The animation when he has to use his rocket, like he starts to float down and he flips around. Oh,
yeah, he's hovering in the air.
So good.
I think I'd go. Me personally, I think I'd go Harley Quinn because she's playing like Spider-Man a lot.
Yes,
she's
that's
swinging
true,
around and she's got some really cool movesets.
I don't know. It's between Deadshot and Boomerang. I like Boomerang's ability where he's basically he's like the Kingsglaive from Final Fantasy, where he throws his boomerang and just teleports to wherever he wants,
and without any cooldowns.
Yeah,
that's a good way to put it. He can just keep doing that over and over and over again. But I was really, really excited. I think with the state of play, I think overall it was pretty boring. I will be honest, except when it was Destiny and this. I was like really excited to see this.
And both are multi-platform games.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's funny.
It's funny. But I mean, like, to be fair, they just came out with PlayStation VR.
So yeah,
that
they
was
had to
the
get
highlight.
Well, I'll be honest. I mean, I know you guys aren't into VR, but there was a couple VR games where I thought, wow, that's actually looks. It kind of made me think about getting a PSVR 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they had
If
other,
they're at the store.
they had other games. I know PlayStation's really good at indie games. They had like a Lemmings game. It looked interesting, but it was not this.
No, yeah.
You know, they had games on there that looked interesting, but
It looked like a game dorks would play.
I would probably play that Lemmings game, to be honest. It looked, you probably would too, David.
Yeah.
It looked pretty interesting. But anyways, I'm really this
What a week.
Gameplay
I mean, really,
is
what a
Yeah, a
week.
lot of fun stuff coming out, and relatively soon. I think this is in. Is it May that this one comes out? I just had the release date pulled up for it.
David, are you going to get this game so we could play co-op?
Yeah, I'll play this game.
Okay, cool.
I've been gaming like a maniac lately. It's been
Yeah,
fantastic.
May 26th worldwide.
I highly
So-
recommend everybody to go watch this trailer. It's a 6-minute trailer, but this end part I think is really cool. They show kind of the story.
Well, the last trailer we saw where Batman beat that poor security guard, that was pretty like whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, Wonder Woman comes in at the end, and it's like it's pretty cool. It's pretty. I highly recommend going and watching this trailer. Just released today, actually yesterday, but today.
And I actually really like the Flash in these trailers.
Oh, so
The Flash is they're you'll
he's
see what
awesome.
happens, but
he's
they're
awesome as a good guy. He's awesome as a bad guy. He's just a fun guy.
because like you were saying, Brainiac has control of him, so it's just
Who would you say is the coolest villain? Like, not necessarily like the most villain, but like the all around most likable villain.
everybody likes the Joker.
Yeah, okay. I would
Yeah,
say
the
that.
Joker is probably.
Can I put in my
Go
opinion?
ahead.
I've been watching a lot of The Incredibles with my kid, and I
Syndrome?
think Syndrome has a good shot at being the most likable villain I have ever seen. He is a very, very likable villain. That's my. So yeah, this is when Wonder Woman comes in. Yeah, it's super, super cool story plots that I'm. It's on the trailer, so we're not spoiling anything. But so what she does, she comes in and she says, "Hey,
Barry.
how do we win this fight?" Because she's not bad, and he goes, "You need to kill us. You need to kill all of us." It's pretty cool, and that's that's the name of the game. Kill the Justice League. So
Well, I wonder if like I don't know, maybe some you'll not unlock, but like during the story you'll save some of the heroes, and then you'll kind of get to like that's cool fighting alongside Wonder Woman.
it's
You know what I mean?
awesome. And how she came in, 'cause
Yeah.
the Flash was just toying with him. She comes in and ties him up with her Wonder Rope.
I believe it's the lasso of truth.
The truth rope. It's pretty awesome. I highly recommend going and watching this trailer.
The
to
only
get
thing
hyped
I
for
will
this game.
say is I wish Lex Luthor was a little bit cooler looking.
Well, he
he's
just
kind
got
of-
thrown across the map, and he was
but
wearing this.
even when he's in like his full suit, he's kind of the dud of this.
Well, to be fair, I mean, he probably just got picked off from the gym. He's like wearing gym clothes, you know.
Anyway,
Like in the other games, he's in like a full like.
that's what I want to see him in,
Like,
his Lex Luthor suit,
his Lex Luthor
which he
Iron
was
Man
in
suit.
at the beginning of this one, and then he got like shot out of the sky or something. But
Yeah.
Jabbar from Aladdin's a pretty good villain.
Jafar,
Okay.
yeah.
Jafar, yeah, I would say,
Yeah, he's really
he's
good.
pretty good. And his sidekick bird, Iago.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Iago's the most likable villain. He has to be, right?
Yeah.
Well, because who's that voice actor, the comedian? That's what makes him likable. Because
With
he's,
the voice.
yeah, I can't remember his name, but I really like him a lot.
Anyways, all right, everybody. Hey, what a week it's been. Make sure you fire up your Xbox. Go check out the Suicide Squad trailer. Get ready for some Destiny. Come join us over on Discord. Rate, review, and like us over on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, wherever you listen to us. I hear we're jumping on to YouTube Music soon. So another place.
Handsome Jack from Borderlands.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one, too.
Chosen Gringo.
Handsome Jack is awesome. Okay. Sorry, David. I totally cut in.
That's all right. Guys, we love hanging out with you every Friday night. It's a blast. Come join us live next Friday.
Gilbert
If not,
Gottfried. Yep.
have a great week. Goodbye, everybody.